This is Average Sports.
By your average guys,
Eric.
and Ty. That would be so bad.
Yeah. This is Average Sports.
Your average sports.
Average Sports.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode
You're
of
listening to Average Sports with your average guys.
Average Sports, average guys, Eric and Ty.
All right. We are back with another episode of Average Sports. That's right. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Are you? I didn't even ask, but there you go.
It's awesome. Let's do this.
Oh, yeah, let's get
March,
it.
man. It's beautiful outside. Mm-hmm. You know, we just had that winter storm that tore through the country about 2 weeks ago. That just...
Yeah, around the last time we put a episode out. Yeah. Spring has almost nearly sprung.
Pretty much.
And therefore, so have the sports.
Yeah,
news.
I know.
Yes.
There's a lot of sports going on, man.
There is a lot of sports, so let's jump into it. I'm Ty, by the way. That is Eric.
Hey.
You are listening to another Average Sports with your average guys. And it's we got a good one here for you. We're going to talk about some football, though, as a main topic. Then we're going to cover some basketball, see what's happening latest in those standings. And then, of course, some best games to watch. But, Eric, in the last couple of weeks, what have we seen, man? It was blowing up the headlines. Everyone pretty much knows this one, though.
Yeah.
Woods.
I mean, Tiger Woods got in another car accident. Not the one from 2009. After Thanksgiving when he was, beaten with the golf club.
Hang on. That seems a little below the belt. The guy was in a serious accident. Has major.
Oh, yeah. This one was
surgery.
way more serious.
Yeah. No. This one,
it was rough.
He could have died.
Yeah.
No one really knows the circumstances around it.
No.
So give the guy the benefit of the doubt.
They went to go... apparently all new cars now come with like a little black box, like airplanes do.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't either until the sheriff's office or the police department or whatever went after the black box that was in his car, and everyone speculates like, oh, he was on drugs or he was, just like the last time he got arrested,
sure,
which was pretty recent. And Tiger was saying, he's like, oh, I don't really remember anything. It's like, yeah, dude, you got a serious accident. You probably had a concussion.
Yeah.
Which is fair. So maybe let's just assume positive intent here. But it's standard protocol. So we still don't really know the circumstances of it. I think for all intents and purposes, his playing days are over. The recovery on that kind of leg injury at his age for a professional athlete would, for everything considering, probably end his career. Mm-hmm. He can come back and probably walk and run and play some golf casually, but he was already struggling to play at a competitive level, I think. So,
well, it wasn't that long ago he made the biggest comeback of all time.
Well, yeah, he won. Yeah, he won Masters.
Right.
Yeah, 2019.
Yeah, I think it was just a couple years ago. So
yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Really wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, but he's had a lot of struggles in between those before that and after. So
this is true. Yeah, I mean, as a love him or hate him as a golf player. It's a what are you gonna say? It's a lousy situation. Hope he gets better.
And I mean, if you actually get the chance, if you have HBO Max, please check out his documentary. It's actually fantastic. So,
oh yeah, okay, check this out. How much did HBO pay you for that?
Nothing. But if you want to be a sponsor of Average Sports Guys, please contact us.
Right,
Average Sports Guys at gmail.com.
A letter, by mail. Anyway, Harden returned to Houston. He went up to go play in New York. Well, in Brooklyn, more specifically. The Nets traveled down to Houston. They did have the power on, believe it or not.
Wow.
I know.
And it's funny that we bring up James Harden because later we're going to talk about another Houston team where, James Harden wanted to get out of Houston. And we're going to talk about some other players that want to get out of Houston.
Yeah, something's going on in the water with Houston sports.
Yeah.
From Astros to the Rockets, and then we'll talk about the Texans.
Yeah.
So,
he came home.
He was well welcomed and put on a show, apparently. I mean, he scored the first basket, and the team won. So, although it wasn't much of a matchup, Houston's not looking good in standings.
No.
Brooklyn is. So, no surprise.
Yeah, Brooklyn's a good team.
Came away with the win,
Yeah, I mean, they got Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, James Harden. It's a pretty stellar team.
Right. How about some NCAA, though? Man, I get excited this time of year, Eric.
Yes,
you know
do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. You get
we
as
get to talk about the
excited
brackets. Yeah, we get to pick
in March as I get as excited in August.
That's right, buddy. So there were some top 25 matchups that were going on to kind of round out the college season.
Yeah.
And more notably, just kind of if you're not an avid watcher of college, or maybe even you are, it's just impossible to watch all the games. So here's just a little bit of highlights of what's happened over the past week or so. Number 17 Kansas took over number 2 Baylor. They didn't move into number 2 spot, but they did take care of them at a 71-58 pretty convincing win. I think they led pretty much the entire game.
Yeah.
Number 9 Iowa defeats number 4 Ohio State. That was a big win, and also dominant performance, 73-57. Number 11 FSU falls to North Carolina, who's unranked. When you see those two teams on paper, you kind of think like, yeah, North Carolina can't handle that. But this year's a different year, so it was
definitely a different year.
Yeah. So I thought that was an interesting outcome. Number 18 Texas Tech, my boys.
Of course, you would put this in there.
Yeah,
your Red Raiders,
right? Texas Tech beat number 14 Texas, and last one Xavier upset number 13 Creighton, and Utah over number 19 USC. So
yeah.
some bit of upsets over there.
I can't wait to see your bracket where you have Texas Tech winning it all.
They're not going to win it all right? But I'm going
to
give them a little extra nudge.
Have a bracket that has them winning
Sweet 16. When they make the Sweet 16 again, you're going to go, damn. Well, Ty really knows his stuff.
Hey, I'm not picking against him to make it to Sweet 16, okay. But
all right. Hey, last tidbit of a little highlight recap. Did you see the video of Tom Brady out in the bay, hanging out on boats? They got the Lombardi Trophy. They're having a good time. And he decides to pass it. I don't remember to who, but from one boat to the other.
During the Super Bowl celebration?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
It was great.
Yeah, he was.
I know we talked about this even last time, how much fun he's having.
Because we talked about everyone thinking that he was like the drunkest player ever. And I was like, yeah, you don't remember Brett Hall. He's still drunk. Yeah. From 1994.
Right. Yeah, he well said. But the pass, I mean, it's worth looking up. I got myself a chuckle when I saw that video for the first time. Because, really, like, he's won so many.
Well, what's
the big deal? You drop it in the bay and someone's going to get it.
Yeah, I mean, he took on the Florida-ness. He got out of New England where he's an uptight stiff.
Oh, okay.
And now he's in Tampa, man. They run wild down there, man.
Sure, you would know.
They run wild. Yeah, I never lived in Tampa, unlike you.
How about our topic, though? Let's transition into what we're going to talk about. We said we're going to talk Houston sports.
Yeah.
More notably with the Texans.
More specifically.
All right, let's get specific. So what's going on down with the Texans? It seems like they're kind of hemorrhaging their best players.
I mean, not even hemorrhaging their best players. They've hemorrhaged their future.
Okay.
They gave up all these draft picks because Bill O'Brien, Bill O'Brien was, thinking that he was playing for now. And, brought in all these players. A big defensive player, and I can't remember who it was off the top of my head, but they traded a bunch of draft picks to Miami for it. They traded away DeAndre Hopkins last year for David Johnson, which just seems silly because David Johnson was, massively nowhere near what he was a couple years ago, and DeAndre Hopkins is still at the top of his game. It seemed more like they just really wanted to get rid of DeAndre Hopkins, but they still had to take on that massive David Johnson contract. So it's not like they were just dumping money.
Yeah,
I didn't even know what they were doing, and now they've upset probably their most known their top franchise player of all time in J.J. Watt, who, if you upset J.J. Watt, I think there's a couple things you have to do to upset that man. He seems pretty damn nice.
He does seem pretty nice,
and was always pretty loyal to Houston, but it seems like he's done, man. And, he is done because he moved on to Arizona.
Yeah, he's in
with
Arizona
DeAndre Hopkins. He's hooking back up with him.
Which is also, if you're a Cardinal fan, you got to be pretty excited.
No, they are,
because they're only getting better. Then that's what all what all that means.
I mean, they now have the two best pass rushers, two best edge rushers in the NFL.
Yeah.
Without question. They are going to be good. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously, Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah, it's a good team. But then now they're dealing with the clearly the fallout we've been talking about for a while now in the sports world, which is Deshaun Watson. He's officially requested a trade. He's made no bones about it that he's not coming back. He's not playing. And quite frankly, I feel like he actually holds all the leverage here. I don't think he cares.
Well,
if
has
he gets
to.
fined.
Who else does Houston really have? First, let's start with that. What's the marquee player? Who are you going to go see?
They don't have a marquee player. They have Deshaun Watson, David Johnson, but it's not 2015.
That's right. It's not. I mean, and he wasn't even like the workhorse of the team. I mean, that was almost by committee.
Yeah, for the most part, he had a little bit of injury. It was him and Duke Johnson mostly.
Yeah,
Duke Johnson was kind of the third down passing back.
And he's come. I'm sure he's coming back.
No, Duke Johnson's gone too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's out.
Wow. Okay. So no one really. Do they even have a team anymore? Is Houston just?
I mean, they'll field a team.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not going to be good.
Oof. Are they just trying to line things up for better draft picks?
I mean, you would think that's going to be the case. So while I pull it up here, because I did actually look this up. So their draft picks next year, and so this was from a trade that they had with the Miami Dolphins, a 2019 trade for Miami Dolphins. Laramie Tunsil, that's who they wanted.
Who?
Left tackle Laramie Tunsil.
Okay.
And receiver Kenny Stills. Houston sent their first round pick and their second round pick in the 2021 draft to Miami. So they have, in this upcoming draft, a third, a fourth, another fourth, a fifth, sixth, seven. So they have a bunch of mid and late round draft picks. They have no top tier talent picks. It's going to be very hard for them to hit on the quarterback.
Interesting.
Not to say you can't find talent in the back of the draft.
No, of course
you're not. Going to get pedigree,
right?
That comes with it, or a marquee name.
Yep.
And this team's going to be bad. I mean, and it's not just this year. I mean, it's 2022, 2023 that they just don't have draft picks lined up at the current moment because they hemorrhaged everything.
So what you're saying is that they've dug themselves a hole.
Yeah, so they went ahead and played for now while destroying now and destroying their future. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's mind-blowing.
They are the new Cleveland Browns.
They are. That's a good way to put it.
This is only a movie you would see like Cleveland Browns make like
this is very
6 years ago.
Brownie-esque, yeah.
Yeah. Not recently. They've kind of turned it around.
Okay. Let's rewinding back to Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
You said that he basically holds all the cards here. He's got the leverage.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Explain that.
So when I'm thinking about this with Deshaun Watson, it's a player that is on a team that has just massive stats. I'm going to have you pull up those stats because I know you pulled them up for me.
Yeah, I got them in front of me.
So when you're ready, just go ahead and shout those out.
Well, then just stop talking, Eric. Jeez. No, I'm kidding. Oh, okay. I thought you had a little bit more to preface there, but let's get into it.
Well, I wanted to start with the stats.
Oh, let's start with the stats then. All right. So here's the thing that we found very interesting, and this is thanks to our marketing department, by the way. Only 4 quarterbacks in NFL history have finished a season with more than 4,500 passing yards. So here are a little bit more on the numbers of that. More than 30 touchdowns included, and fewer than 10 interceptions, and an average of more than 8.5 yards per pass. 4,500 passing yards, more than 30 touchdowns, fewer than 10 interceptions, with an average of 8.5 yards per pass. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
4 people have done this. One, Peyton Manning in 2004. They went 12-4. Aaron Rodgers did it in 2011. Went 15-1. I think that was that a year that he won? Was that Super Bowl?
What year?
11.
No.
Okay. Anyway, well, Matt Ryan in 2016 did it. 11-5 was their record that year. Deshaun Watson does it for the 4th time in 2020 with the Texans. Went their record 4-12. Eric, 4 wins.
That's crazy.
You should just
crazy.
You have to have double-digit wins based on the track record of those stats. So what this is saying that a quarterback is playing out of their mind, going ballistic on the field, and he's got no support.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
To see that much. Like, it wasn't just one game. Or a couple of games that they just kind of lost.
Will Fuller was great. Will Fuller's always been great. He was finally healthy last year, so I'll give him Will Fuller.
He obviously had people to catch the ball.
Yeah,
because otherwise you're not throwing for 4,500 yards.
Pretty good too, but again, it's not upper level talent that he's working with or dealing with. So the other thing that really has him holding all these cards, besides not only his statistics but his contract. You think, like, the way that I look at it, he just recently